She threw a drink in my face during an argument and laughed. I just wiped it off. It wasn't the first time she'd done something like that, but it was the last. The argument was over dishes. Taylor had left a week's worth piled in the sink, crusted with dried pasta and rotting food. When I politely asked her to clean them, she grabbed her venti iced coffee and launched it straight at my face. The cold, sticky liquid dripped down my shirt, soaking through to my skin as she doubled over laughing. "Oh my God, your face!" she wheezed, slapping her knee. "You should see yourself!" This wasn't new. 3 months ago, she threw the TV remote during an argument. It left a golf ball-sized dent in the drywall. 6 weeks ago, she dumped an entire plate of spaghetti on the Kit Brooks floor because I asked her to stop leaving papers on the table. She made me clean it while she scrolled Instagram. Last month, she shoved me hard enough that I stumbled backward over the couch. But this time, something shifted. I didn't yell. I just calmly pulled out my phone and started recording. "What are you doing?" Her laughter stopped immediately. "Documenting," I said, panning across the coffee dripping down the wall, pooling on the hardwood, then her frozen face. "Stop being dramatic. It's just a drink," she snapped. I didn't respond. I grabbed paper towels, cleaned up the mess in silence, and packed an overnight bag. As I headed for the door, she yelled, "Where are you going? Don't be such a baby!" I drove to my friend Max's apartment. He saw my stained shirt and said, "What happened?" I showed him the video. "Dude, that's assault. That's not normal." I opened my laptop and pulled up our lease. Section 8C was clear. Any act of physical aggression or property damage is grounds for immediate lease termination. I emailed our landlord at 11:23 p.m. with the video and photos of previous damage. His 7 a.m. response: "I've reviewed this. Completely unacceptable. She's getting a 30-day eviction notice today." When we spoke at 9 a.m., Mr. Brooks was direct. "I watched that video 3 times. I will not tolerate this in my properties. She has 30 days. You'll stay as sole tenant with reduced rent." By noon, Taylor had the notice taped to our door. My phone exploded. 15 calls in a row. I ignored them all. Her voicemails went from shocked to furious to sobbing. "You got me evicted over a drink? Where am I supposed to go? You ruined my life." I texted once. "It's not about the drink. It's about months of aggression and property damage. You did this to yourself." She sent 67 messages back. Threats, insults, sob stories. I screenshot everyone and backed them up to a cloud folder. The next 29 days were psychological warfare. She blasted music at 2 a.m. on work nights, left rotting food everywhere, spilled juice on my work clothes. I documented everything with timestamps. On day 29, I came home to find her gone. She'd stolen my $200 blender, noise-canceling headphones, and half the Kit Brooks supplies. Deep scratches gouged the counter. On the bathroom mirror in red lipstick, "Enjoy your empty apartment, psycho." I photographed everything and called Mr. Brooks. He assessed the damage within the hour. $350 counter repair, $100 mirror replacement, $50 cleaning fee. I made a spreadsheet. For utilities, $187. Stolen items, $340. Damages, $500. Total, $1,027. I sent an itemized Venmo request. Her response came in seconds. You think I'm paying you a cent after you made me homeless? Go to hell." I paid everything myself, saved all receipts, and filed in small claims court on Monday. Filing fee, $75. I attached 43 pages of evidence. The video, photos, text screenshots, receipts, witness statement from Max, signed letter from Mr. Brooks. She ignored the summons, never showed to court. The judge reviewed my evidence for 8 minutes, looked at the empty chair and said, "Judgment for plaintiff, $1,027 plus $75 court costs. Defendant has 30 days to pay or face wage garnishment." She never paid. On day 31, the court issued the garnishment. The sheriff served it at her new retail job, right at the counter in front of her manager and coworkers during her shift. 20 minutes later, she called screaming, "You're garnishing my wages? Over $400? You're destroying my life." $1,102, I corrected. "And you destroyed your own life when you thought actions didn't have consequences." She screamed incoherently and hung up, then blocked my number. I heard through friends she moved back with her parents. Between the garnishment taking 25% of each paycheck and the eviction on her record, no apartment would approve her. Meanwhile, I'm still in the same apartment, paying $450 less per month, finally living in peace. Sometimes the best revenge is just letting someone face the exact consequences they earn.